Chestnut.
Hi, how are you? Yes, same to you. And also to you. Let's get on with this. Welcome back, everybody, to Phygital Nights here at Leapin' Lizard in Hilliard, Ohio. I am your host, Buster Chestnut. Once again, that is not my legal name. Please don't look into it. There's reasons why I go by Buster Chestnut. Anyway, so this weekend, I don't know who all stopped out, but we had this little thing going on called Lizardpalooza. All right, everybody's still hungover from Lizardpalooza. Anyway, it was a weekend full of food, music, and a little bit of comedy. It was hosted on Friday and Sunday by myself and Alika, a friend of the Lizards. And then Saturday, we had Josh Albert and Tyson Colson. So we had comedy coming here all weekend long. I mean, I wasn't going to, comment on his weight, but Aaron, if you want to be a douche, come on. Never mind. Big shout out to Josh Albert. Thank you, brother. The guy, I mean, once or twice. All right. But I can't pay him too much more because, then I'll have to 1099 and we don't want that. All right. So that's why my voice is a little raspy. I spent the, weekend yelling over 50 people at the bar at, any given time. But things got wild here at the Lizard, but it was also a fun week in sports. All right. I do like my sports. This section of the program is brought to you by Buster Chestnut Cards. I do have a plethora of, boxes to open over here. I got some singles. I don't know. Come talk to me. Also got some t-shirts with some fun sayings. If you know, you know. If you don't, come check us out at Leapin' Lizard. All right. So first and foremost, I wanted to mention, if anybody's noticing, I am wearing a women's basketball jersey right now. All right. No. Big shout out to Sophie Cunningham, the enforcer. All right. But Caitlin Clark is the start of this story. So last night, the Indiana Fever were playing the Phoenix Mercury. All right. It was close, but then, the Fever started pulling away. The Mercury got a little chippy. So in the fourth quarter, shit went crazy. Caitlin Clark gets called for a technical foul for clapping. I shit you not. She got fouled, she clapped, and got a technical, all right? So, at that moment, things were, ready to pop off. So, a couple minutes later, my girl Sophie and a former Fever player named Dewana Bonner, who we don't like Dewana Bonner. Anyway, they got wrapped up. And, Dewana Bonner was like trying to say, oh, she got a foul. So my girl Sophie just went up in her face and just pointed like, nope, you the foul. So needless to say, they both got techs. So that's three technicals in the fourth quarter of a women's basketball game. But we didn't stop there. No, we had another scuffle between Maisha Hines-Allen and Alyssa Thomas. Double tech and, went back and forth, whatever. And then just a moment later, Hines-Allen got ejected for her second technical of the game. So, if you're, lost count there, that was 6 technicals in the fourth quarter of a women's basketball game. If you are not watching women's basketball, you're missing out. All right, touch on NBA. I think somebody told me NBA drafts tonight might have started. I don't know. I don't pay attention. But, big congratulations to the Knicks. New York won the championship for the first time in 53 years, which is a long time because I've never seen it happen. And if you're looking at me, that's a long time. Also, in the NBA, we got Giannis in a big blockbuster trade. He's going down to Miami. I mean, that's a little closer to Greece than Milwaukee, I guess. But yeah. So it's gonna be him and Bam Adebayo, and then a bunch of people that probably should be in the G League. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. See what happens. In baseball, which I hate baseball, but I got to comment on it. Mainly because they're Detroit fans here, right? The owners are Detroit fans. Hey, but still, hey, by the way, happy anniversary to the original Lizards who are not here celebrating elsewhere. So I'm going to talk shit against the Tigers. Why not? All right. So if you're a Tigers fan, you probably want to look away or keep watching if you're sadistic. All right. The Guardians have been on a buzzsaw right now. They took back-to-back games from the Tigers. Blah, blah, blah. The Tigers did have one bright spot. James Outman, who they just claimed off waivers. He stepped up very first at bat as a Tiger and launched a 418-foot home run. Despite his, I fucked it up. Never mind. Moving on. All right. So speaking of the Guardians, all right, I know it's more Cincinnati fans here, but whatever. I'm gonna rip my guess. Do you mind if I rip this first, and then we can talk about it? About things after that. All right. All right, so today I do like to rip a product on, the podcast just to show what's going on, try to tie it into, current events, what's going on. So this product released in the last 2 weeks, all right? And Toy Story 5 released in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, my family went and saw that movie without me. Like, it was Father's Day weekend, they could have taken me. But anyway, with that, I don't know what I'm looking for mainly. There's these special super short prints that are Mickey and Friends MLB home jerseys. All right. So what we're looking for is like Mickey, Donald, Minnie, whatever, in a baseball jersey. So if anybody ends up seeing one of those as I'm ripping through it, let me know. Shout it out. All right, so let's do this. Actually, hold on. Let me change my banner real quick. All right, so the fact that my daughter saw the I totally forgot my knife. All right, so the fact that my family, saw Toy Story without me, hopefully I pull the Woody one of one. It's called a gold vinyl superfractor. And it'd be pretty cool. They also have some cool autographs. I don't know who the signers are, but they also have these weird autographs that people chase in Disney, like the character autographs. Why that would be special, I have no idea. But let's see what we got. All right, I'm gonna keep talking while I open all of them. Just make a stack, and then we'll just go through them all, all at once. So I was gonna do this later, but all right. So who favorite sport, Brett? Basketball. Okay. What's your team? Okay. All right. Came up a little short this year. They draft late tonight. Yeah, they're probably not going to get anybody that's actually going to make the team. No offense, I mean, if you're, being drafted, like, that's a big deal. I was never drafted. Thank God, because it probably would have been to the military, and, we know that wouldn't have worked out very good. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't like people yelling at me. I don't know. I'd rather them laugh with or at me. Yeah, both the same. All right, these are way too shiny. I'm getting like a glare off the light. Ooh, I just saw a fun one. All right, it's gonna look like I have a massive package in my pocket. Strategy, I say. All right, and when I go through these, I'm only gonna call out anything special or like a fun character, or I'm not gonna make you sit through all the base cards, all the base cards, because All right. All right. Can I get a little help just to see if these are lining up with the camera? Hold on. All right. I don't even know what this is, but that's gonna be shiny as hell to show on the camera. All right. Is that showing up on like the little? All right, so that was a cool parallel. I have no idea what it is. All right, so what else we got? We got an Ursula seismic. That's worth checking out. Are there any Little Mermaid fans out there? All right, Hair King George. I don't know who that is. Bob Peterson from Monsters Inc. Didn't know. Got an Olaf. There any Frozen fans out there? Anybody with little kids who's watched that 5,000 times? All right. Here's a cool Mulan. All right. What else we got? Ooh, Cheshire Cat refractor. If you know, you know. All right. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Justin Russo. I think he was an actor on Disney Kids show. All right. See, I was hoping I would pull one of these. No offense to any comedians who are in the building tonight, but this is my favorite comedian of all time, Mr. Fozzie Bear. All right, we got a Dumbo. I feel like Wilson needs the Dumbo. Wilson, you need a Dumbo. All right, I got you. All right, what do we got? Oh, we got a Chicken Little. Oh, that's cute. Cute. I mean, the sky is falling at all times, so I mean, fair. That's fair. I got a Thumper. That would do good with my friend Bambi. If you know, you know on that one. All right. Fear. Hey, that's a good one. I don't need that one. All right, what else we got? Cadillac Range from Cars. That might be numbered. No. All right. We got Doug the dog. Love Doug. We got Star. Star's fun. All right. Giselle. Ooh. All right. I'm gonna save that one. We got an Anger, which yeah, I definitely relate to that guy. We got the Beast. No comment. We got Scar. Celia May. I don't know who that is. We got Fairy Godmother. Numbered. That's fun. All right. We got a Louie. Anybody know who Louie's from? DuckTales. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And speaking of DuckTales, even though it was a weird alternate universe from the Darkwing Duck, Quackerjack. And that's our rip for today. Let me get my notes and get our guest up here, and I'll be right back. I can put some. Be right back. All right, Frank, you ready? Let me turn off. And we do have to share a microphone. I'm sorry. So basically, I will ask a question. All right. And am I back on the screen? We good? All right. So now we are to our interview portion of Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut. I want to give the biggest round of applause that we can for all 15 of us for our Road to Lizardpalooza champion who ended up performing this past weekend at Lizardpalooza. Let's give a warm welcome to Frank Demint. Thank you, comedians. Thank you. All right. Go ahead. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Frank Demint. I'm a stand-up comedian, retired physician. Shit you don't need to know about. Oh, anyway.
Don't need to know about yet. Do I have some questions? I gave him a little floater of what I was going to talk about. So let's see if we can get some good answers out of him. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. So it's not going to take forever. All right. All right. So first question. All right. So I mentioned in my monologue about the sports of the week that Caitlin Clark got a technical simply for clapping her hands.
What's all bullshit?
It is. So what is the most ridiculous, petty, or completely unjustified thing you've ever been penalized, fired, or written up for?
Well, when I was working actually housekeeping over at the VA, I got written up for shitting my pants and going home before notifying them. It was embarrassing as hell. That's what I did, man. And I got writ up for it. Told not to do it again. I said, what was I supposed to do? Put a plug up there? I don't know.
I mean, do they just have plugs laying around? Like, if not, it sounds like the party of the VA. Yeah, I don't know. My biggest, thing I got written up for, which is basically one of the reasons why I decided to kind of semi-retire from IT. I was in a situation where I said, that's not my problem. It wasn't my problem, but yeah, here we are. I'm not in IT, and I'm trying to do comedy and make people happy. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm in a better spot now. All right, so we ripped some Disney Topps Chrome. All right. I was hoping to pull a shiny, Mickey Mouse in a Guardians jersey. That did not happen. If you've, seen some of my card openings, that, bad card breaks, happen quite often. What is the most embarrassing amount of money, time, or effort that you've ever completely wasted chasing, nostalgia, a pie, maybe a piece of ass?
Yeah, it was. I paid $1,000 for 2 hookers in Vegas, and the ED medicine didn't kick in time. I ran out of time. I was fucking embarrassing. Waste of time, waste of money. It was really horrible.
And at that time, I mean, I guess you were at least trying to put in some effort. And I bet that was a little extra effort too, you know. Got to recoup your funds. All right. So, you know, speaking of the cards again, so we were hunting a, you know, 1-of-1 rare card. And, you know, that's usually about timing, you know, like you just got to pick the right box at the right time. So what is your best right place, right time story from a night out? You know, you ever walk into a place and accidentally meet a celebrity, or, you know, find $100 bill on the floor, or, you know, have somebody randomly buy your entire tab? Hint, hint, you can buy mine.
Yeah, good luck on that one, Buster. Anyway, yeah. Well, there was just one time I was down at the Sugar Bowl down in New Orleans. Yeah, the Buckeyes were playing Arkansas, and I had gotten regular tickets, but I was out on Bourbon Street. And there were some guys hawking box tickets. So I got some box sets for me and the ex up there. We got up there. We were up there, the only two Buckeye fans among all these Arkansas fans. And man, they were getting mad as we were kicking those asses. And then came Jerry Jones. Then my wife looked at me and asked me who the fuck he was. Embarrassing as hell.
Jerry Jones was an Arkansas alumni, right?
Was he? I don't know. I just know he owns the. I know he owns Cowboys.
I think so. All right. For those that didn't hear the comment, I'm pretty sure that Jerry Jones actually went to Arkansas. So that would have been even more fun. All right. So we are to our last question of our podcast. I know everybody's sad. I know. But my last question has something to do, you know, Gina, this is not directed at you, but it's about bartenders. So if you're out there, come down here, get a drink from Gina at the bar, tip her well. For all the degenerates at the bar, make sure you tip Gina as well as you can. And if not, I got an elbow on the way out. All right. So we've all had bad service. Never here, by the way. Never here. But sometimes the universe smiles on you. You know, what's the best good break a bartender or server has ever given you? You know, like a heavy pour when you've clearly had a brutal day, or like a free appetizer that, accidentally was sent to your table, or, that tab that was suspiciously cheaper than what it should have been.
Mine's sort of a recurring thing because I'm old school, so I drink Jack and Sprite. But, often, many times, not often, but a few times, the bartender makes a Jack and Coke. And then when I correct them, they give me the Jack and Coke too. So I get two drinks for one. So I get a drink cheaper that way. Yeah. And yeah, be sure to tip your bartender.
All right. And that's all I have for you. Frank, do you have anything you want to promote or anything? Or?
Yeah. On Saturday, 9:00 at Cross Keys and Chillicothe, we're going to have a pop-up comedy show. So we'd like to see any of y'all can make out down there. It's be free, so you don't have to pay anything. So we'd like to see you Saturday night there in Cross Keys and Chillicothe.
All right. Big thank you to Frank Demint. Hopefully, yeah. Well, he made the trip. We'll definitely be seeing a little bit more of him later.
What up, everybody? Let's go! Flipping through the packs, chasing down that 1-of-1, yeah. Searching for the grail till the morning sun comes. Buster! Hit that monster pull, an impossible play. Change the whole damn game in a major way. We hit that monster pull, an impossible play. Change the whole damn game in a major way. Whoa!